Hello and welcome to Polymerupdate. This is Shanshari Banerjee. And joining me today is the man behind the Versova Beach cleanup, Mr. Afroz Shah. He is the reason why the Olive Ridley Turtles has returned at the Versova Beach after 20 long years. So, right after undertaking the initiative of Versova Beach cleanup and going abroad, giving lectures and making the locals understand about the importance of our water bodies and keeping our mangrove patches clean, what else does Afroz Shah have on his bucket list?
A lot of people misunderstand this movement is about beach cleaning. Beach cleaning is a part of it. There's a huge problem of marine debris. Yes, if you save each plastic from going into the ocean, you are helping not only to clean your beach, which according to my mind is last on the agenda, but you are helping the marine species in their food habits and their habitat. They're not supposed to eat plastic. Their ocean is not supposed to be filled of plastic. So that's how it works. So, beach cleaning is a part of it, and then you have other activities going on. And as far as your question goes, what is on my bucket list? I call my activities a date with the ocean. So I don't know, when you date somebody, whether you really prepare a bucket list in advance or no, you take each day as it comes. So love must flow naturally and love must flow organically.
So you must have heard about a similar project at Dada Beach initiated by Mr. Chinu Quatra, who has followed in your footsteps and gathered a team of 20 members who work on a daily basis to clean 4 to 5 tons of waste weekly. Isn't it amazing to know that a significant step taken by you has now become a magnificent example to make our coastline pollution free?
First of all, when you hear such news that somebody gets inspired into it, you feel very good about it, that people are taking note of the problem of plastic in ocean, the marine debris problem. But there are two caveats to it. See, Chinu is doing it fantastic. Not only Chinu, there's another guy called Jay Shingarpur who's cleaning at other end of the bay, Dadar beach. Then there is Indranil Singh Gupta who's cleaning at Mahim for long. They've been cleaning for almost now 20-30 weeks now. All these guys are cleaning the ocean. Fantastic. And they happen to have had conversations with me either on WhatsApp or some of them have met me in person, where I gave them, I shared my experience with them. See, I'll tell you, two things immediately come to my mind. One, if you do not get the local community involved, these cleanups may not eventually serve the purpose. You see, you could do a cleanup, get people from outside, they will come and clean and go back. That's not the idea. The idea is, I'll tell you, this problem of marine debris or plastic pollution in ocean is because of a simple fact that we have lost a sense of belonging. We don't feel this beach as ours, this ocean is ours. If you ask anybody, he says, this is my house, my car, my wife, my vacation, my family, my wealth, my bank account. Have you heard anybody say my ocean, my forest, my lake, my river? So this loss of sense of belonging must be cultivated in the local community who are staying at the edge. This is very important. Otherwise, I'll tell you, the major problem with environmental protection, to my mind, what I see, is making cleanups or environmental protection an event, which is not fair. You are not being fair to yourself about your love for nature, and you are not being fair to the ocean and the environment. So it's a good initiative by all these people, but it must be sustained by involving local people up. On my beach, there are at one end some 30,000 fishermen live, and the other end some 25,000 people live in one slum, Sagar Kutir Wadi. Then I go to one of the slums, where abutting the creek, 6,000 at Siddharth Nagar. So what I'm trying to tell them is my conversation and my efforts, which I call them ground action, is training them up to how to handle plastic, how to love that creek, how to love that ocean. I have 2-3 volunteers in that Sagar Kutir Wadi, and I love to hear this, or I love to see them do this when I'm there. They have drawn pictures of fish. They've taken printouts, and there are some shots of how you open a bird, you get those plastic, how you open a fish, you get plastic. They're taking that and moving in the slums, trying to tell them, if you do not monetize plastic, look at the consequences. Yes, we clean the beach, but look what's happening. Then we teach them how to segregate. So all these activities must then, but at the same time I must tell kudos these guys, and I feel little embarrassed when you tell me that people are inspired. For me, it's a personal journey, and it will remain a personal journey always.
So, despite a few people belittling you and your volunteers during the beach cleanup, like questioning your responsibilities as citizens, you have continued your mission of ocean cleaning. What has given you the strength to remain unstoppable and continue with this mission?
See, first of all, I must tell you what happened in December 2017. I had picked up a lot of plastic from the ocean in the month of June and July. During monsoon, the ocean pukes out a lot. It picks out the plastic and filth from its stomach. So every June, July, August, I'm on the alert. We go, pick up, collect, put it at one spot. Now that garbage pickup was not happening, one. Second, some goons were there who obviously didn't like the cleanup. I don't know what their vested interest was. The police looked into it eventually. So they abused some of the volunteers. Now, you will ask me, Afroz, didn't you know when you started? Of course, I knew you're going to be faced with. That's why I tell what we are dealing with is not garbage pickup. What we are dealing is with people's mindset. And I, that time, suspended it. And I told if the ground realities don't change, we won't come. Fortunately for me, the Hardeep Singh Puri, the Swachhta head of India, the minister, central government, he intervened. The chief minister, Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, intervened. Aditya Thackeray intervened, and things were clear. So in 2 weeks, I came back. I said, I love my nature. See, all of us do our profession. Monday to Friday, I work at the court, so I'm a lawyer, so I do that. But at the same time, Saturday, Sunday, we do this personal journey of making our love affair with nature a little stronger. So love gives the tick, and hopefully we have done it for almost 3 years now. We have picked up 15 million kgs of plastic and filth out of the ocean. We have trained up 60,000 people. Their houses are going to become zero garbage soon, which I'll put it out once it's done. 50,000 students are working on a roster with me, where I get them on the beach in the slums. So I always tell people up two things. We are in for a long haul, and we must create an army of ocean lovers and nature lovers. That's how the ocean protection will happen.